Hi again, it's Andrea with part 3 of the series that we're now calling the Top 10 Reasons to Attend the Preview Call of the Season, the one that's called 3 Scary Monsters and 1 Saving Grace, how to be an even better thought leader than you already are being, and make money and meaning on your own terms. Part 1 and part 2 of this short series is available separately on videos just like this one elsewhere on this Facebook page, and I hope you take a chance to look at them if you haven't. Now, what is this call and when is it happening and why are we making all this fuss about it? Well, there are a lot of calls like this that are open house calls, they're free calls, they're preview calls that are available, and they're really wonderfully, they're open, they're free, and a lot of the time the reason to do them is to get new messages out, announce new products or events or launches, and just generally build the connective tissue that makes all of our communities run. These are all great reasons to have preview calls, but when there are so many of them, in my opinion, as a thought leader, you have to make a very clear decision. Are you going to spend your life attending preview calls? Or are you going to spend your life doing great things with your life? Creating great results in your business? You simply can't attend every single preview call or free call there is. So this is my attempt in this 3-part series to give you real clarity before you even come to the call as to if this call is for you and will you or won't you make the time to attend live in person via streaming video, just like this one, except it will be actually in real time, not pre-recorded. So the call details are all at wealthythoughtleader.com/preview. That's wealthythoughtleader.com/preview. And when you get there, all you need to do to reserve your seat, if you're convinced that this call is for you, is to just put in your name and email address as well as your country, because we're keeping track. We're growing lots of membership in our community worldwide, and we love to know what country you're from. The call itself is September 27th. That's a Tuesday, not too far away from now, and it's happening at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. London, England time, so a little bit later for you guys across the pond, but you know, it's going to be a peaceful, clarifying call, so I think it'd be okay to, really be able to listen to it and then have a wonderful, nourishing sleep. And then, of course, it's 5 a.m. in Taipei, Taiwan, and elsewhere in Asia. So it'll be early for you to come live, but my commitment to you is that you will find it to be one of the most meaningful and productive calls that you'll attend all fall. So to get right down to it, we've already covered the top 8 reasons in those other videos. Now we have a few more reasons to round out our top 10. The reason number 9 for today, which is our first one we're covering today, is that we're going to be doing this using some innovative new technology that I really want you to know about. Now, you may have been hearing and noticing, and you might even be using video quite a bit more in your online business, whether you're an author or you're a speaker or you're a coach or other service provider using the internet to make money. Video is definitely here to stay. Now, video streaming is kind of the more cutting edge of video. Okay, so you're watching this static video, and that's great. That deepens our intimacy. They're using the sense of sight as well as reading and all those good things. But video streaming is a new technology that in the Wealthy Thought Leader community we've been spending a lot of time teaching, and very likely you've been seeing some things called video summits, as well as live stream TV channels, as well as simulcasts, which are live events which used to be completely unavailable unless you could fly to an event, now being made available on live video stream. So why are we using this technology for this call? It's because, of course, I want to be able to interact with you just as if you were attending a keynote like the ones that I did this summer, and I'm replicating here for you. But I want you to experience it firsthand, to feel how intense the connection is and how actually difficult it can be to click away from watching a live real-time video stream compared to video that's pre-recorded, say, for example. It might be pretty easy for you if I was to, make a funny face or say something lame to click off and say, okay, that's enough of that Andrea's video. But if the statistics that we're showing with our clients who are utilizing video streaming technology is that the attention that your potential clients are going to be giving you and the retention rate and the conversion rate of potential clients using this technology is really, really good. Now, that means more money if you utilize or at least you commit to learning how to utilize this kind of new technology. And that's everything I stand for is encapsulated in that: how to make money, drive income through innovation as a thought leader, be on the leading edge, stand out from the crowd, not be part of the hundreds of preview calls that are the same, but have a fantastic new one that attracts viewers. I want you to experience that firsthand so that you can decide whether you should be using this technology as well. One of the best ways to really get into the guts of the decision around using something cutting edge like this is to experience it, right? So that's reason number 9 to come to this call live rather than watch the replay. Watching the replay is great too if you absolutely can't come, but if at all possible, I want you to book it out in your calendar now and come live and stay with us for the whole call, because you're going to be getting an education on how you can then use this tool for your income streams. Okay, so that's reason number 9. Reason number 10 is that actually I know that a lot of you, especially those of you who maybe know me a little bit better than those of you who are new watching this series, have been waiting to hear the announcement with regards to the new Wealthy Thought Leader live conference that will be happening in Vancouver, BC, and also through video stream. Okay, that would be way too ironic in a bad way if that wasn't the case. But we've been working really hard behind the scenes, and although we're not going to use a ton of time on this teaching call to tell you all about the event and so on, we are going to be announcing it, and there will be a commercial that will play that's about 5 minutes long about the event itself, and we'll launch it that way on the call, and then the commercial will be over, and then we'll, do the rest of the teaching. I say that to you because, of course, number 1, lots of you are super excited. It's true, we're having the Wealthy Thought Leader event at a TV studio in Vancouver. It's really, really exciting, very lights, camera, action. But I know too that some of the rest of you are really going to be there for the content. And I respect both those intentions for being on the call. My intention really is pure, is to let this content into the wild so that entrepreneurs everywhere who have the ability to watch this video stream will be able to benefit. And by the way, use the fanfare a little bit to be able to unveil our new Wealthy Thought Leader. So if you think you can cope with a 5-minute commercial break during this hour-long call via video stream, that's what you can expect. The excitement of it, but also the respect of it to keep that commercial break tight like that, and really be respectful of your time, as respectful of your time as I would expect someone to be of mine. Does that make sense? So that is reason number 10. We're doing a great unveiling, and we're doing it in a style that I think you'll enjoy and also be able to model. Now, I know I said top 10 reasons, but heck, why don't I just start over delivering now? I actually have another 1.5 reasons, which I'll say really, really quickly to you. But it's kind of funny because there's actually more than 10 reasons to come to this very special call, and it's because I built it in this way that I hope you can really sense is to give you multi-layered reasons to come, so that without a doubt, whether it's for the content, okay, that's going to be deep, transformational, lasting, and very fresh, whether it's for the angle of the content being presented on technology that you might never have seen before. Perhaps it's because I have a certain funny way of teaching and using metaphors. There's a certain style that I like to coach on these calls. You can get some free Q&A and so on. All of these reasons that I've covered in this little mini series, I hope that if you haven't already, you go right on over to wealthythoughtleader.com/preview and get yourself a spot now. And then second step, book it in your calendar and make sure you set that intention to come live. Okay? The number 11 reason to come to the call is I am going to share some personal stories around my own mistakes around the scary monsters. I will leave it at that. There's going to be a funny story that involves thousands of dollars that I think you'll enjoy and maybe commiserate with me on, because boy, oh boy, did I ever let these scary monsters bite me in the butt, really. There are quite a few of these stories, but I'm going to share one of them in particular, which I think will leave a lasting impression. So that's reason number 11. And reason number 11, I guess I kind of facetiously call it a half reason, but I couldn't lead this in any other way. I intend for us to have a little fun. The Wealthy Thought Leader community, I've been so blessed to found this particular brand and community. It is a really unique group of people who celebrate being different, champion themselves for being unique, and are ready to declare that their very differences are the things that will make their businesses hugely successful. And anybody who feels the tug to belong in that kind of place where the island of misfit toys is actually the cool kid island, that's what the Wealthy Thought Leader is. And we like to have a lot of fun, learn a heck of a lot in a deep and fresh way that's very unique. If this rings a bell for you anywhere inside or thrums you inside in any way, I invite you to give us a try. Taste the Wealthy Thought Leader message on the preview call that we're preparing for you. And if it's for you, wow, I'm going to be so thrilled to welcome you, and I know the rest of the community will too. And if it's not for you, you know what? Obviously, you're going to be able to exercise your click button, whatever it is, to click away from the video stream anytime you like. But I have a feeling that if you've listened to this video until now, and that you've seen anything else about this preview call before you sign up, I think you're going to find that you're in the right place. That's it for me. This has been the top 11 and a half reasons to attend the preview call called 3 Scary Monsters and 1 Saving Grace, How to Be an Even Better Thought Leader. Head on over to wealthythoughtleader.com/preview to get your seat now. Andrea out. See you next time.